6 days to 2026 World Cup. It's going to be an exciting and a blockbuster tournament. We can't wait any longer. We are anticipating that this World Cup is going to be one of the most interesting World Cups. Could this be the final World Cup for Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Will Cristiano Ronaldo finally lay his hands on the missing piece of the puzzle? A lot of drama will play out in this tournament, and with the teams that have qualified, it promises to be an exciting tournament. Seeing from the friendlies they have played so far, the Africans dominating the Europeans and the South Americans, and I feel the Brazil has a really good squad on paper. The Samba boys are really exciting to watch, and probably the World Cup might not even go to one of the biggest teams we are even anticipating. Are we going to have a World Cup with an underdog winner? Probably the Netherlands are also with a very strong squad. The English boys. To me, I feel they might not go on to win it, but they might go far, maybe the semi-final or even the final. Who knows? They have a really, really good squad and a lot of talents in that squad. Um, then I have to be biased. I think I'm leaning towards a Portugal win for the 2026 World Cup because I'm feeling this will be the time for Ronaldo to have his goodbye in the national team. It will be a perfect farewell for Ronaldo. But then the France national team is also very, very exciting, and with the caliber of attack they have, and I'm thinking they might go all the way to the finals. Maybe it might be a France Portugal final. Who knows? And then Argentina, being the defending champions, are really, really title contenders as well. They are contenders for the World Cup. They might defend their title, but for me personally, I don't see them as favorites, but they are one of the four teams I tipped to play in the semi-final. Probably they might make it to the final, and they really have a really good squad. And 90% of the players are players that played in the 2022 World Cup. So with a little addition of names like Nico Paz, and very exciting young boys that they can look up to Lionel Messi, and what he has achieved for the Argentine national team and in the world of football, and be motivated to do anything. And you still have the likes of Rodrigo De Paul, who are ready to fight for anything to defend the badge. The Enzo Fernandez, Lisandro Martinez, Kuti, Kuti Romero, Emiliano Martinez, a very good goalkeeper, and they have a good, decent squad to retain their World Cup title. Let's see how it plays out. And I'm going to be analyzing the Portugal squad in particular because that's where my area of interest is. On the right back, they really have good options, though I don't see them as world class, but they are really, really exciting options going into the World Cup. And funny enough, I'm going with I would like to see Fernandez starts Matthews Nunes, sorry, not Fernandez, Matthews Nunes from Manchester City starts as the right back for Portugal going forward. Though I love Wow Cancelo, but then I feel Cancelo offers a lot going forward, but then defensively he's not as solid as Matthews Nunes. So I feel Matheus Nunes has an edge over him when it comes to defending, and Matheus Nunes is also good on the attack, judging by the fact that he is a midfielder in the making, or he was a midfielder before Pep Guardiola converted him to the right back position, and he's also good offensively and very solid defensively. So I feel Matheus Nunes might get the shot, though it boils down to what Martinez, the coach of Portugal, will prefer. But Joao Cancelo is a very good shout. Matheus Nunes will be a very good option as well. Diogo Dalot might not be the player to start in this tournament, but then he's a good option on the bench. Then they have Nelson Semedo, that's four right back options. And then one good thing about Joao Cancelo is that he can also play as a left back option in case maybe Nuno Mendes has an issue, or due to tactical reasons the coach might decide to bench Nuno Mendes and then play Joao Cancelo. So he's that versatile. So that's what one thing that is exciting about Joao Cancelo. And I believe for the left back options they are limited in that area, though they still have exciting names, and they have Nuno Mendes, who is very, in my opinion, who is world class and can start for any big country, except for maybe a few exceptions, which I might not necessarily mention. But Nuno Mendes on the left back position is very, very solid. We have Renato Vega, who can also play as the left back option, and then Joao Cancelo also can deputize for Nuno Mendes. And in the central defense, that is where I have my doubts, because though there are no renowned names, world class names on the list, but then we have Ruben Diaz, who has been a really, really solid leader in that Portuguese defense. And he's always going to be the number one name on that list in the of central defenders for the Portuguese national team. Then we have Inacio. We have Antonio Silva as well as an option for that left center back position. And then I think with Ruben Diaz, Inacio, and then um, Antonio Silva, and then yes, Antonio Silva, and then Danilo can also play the. I don't know if Danilo is invited to this World Cup. He got a call up, but then Danilo has also been exceptional when playing as a central defender. Though he's a defensive midfielder originally, but he does very well when he is deployed into the central defense position. Now going into the midfield, this is where it gets tricky. But then for me, it's straight up, straight up, straight up. The Paris Saint Germain duo in Vitinha and Jao Gomez. I think they go in for my two CM who can interchange or interswitch among themselves as the CDMs in the team, and then Bruno in front of them, Bruno Fernandes, undisputed world best creator at the moment. Bruno Fernandes will make part of the midfield three, and then on the left wing of the attack, uh, we'll go with Jao Felix. Jao Felix over Rafael Leao. Yes, Rafael Leao is an exciting forward and he's equally good, but I'll go with Jao Felix probably because of the end product. Jao Felix is more effective in front of goal than Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao might be a better dribbler, but Jao Felix is a better goal scorer. And in this tournament, there are no margins for error. So you need players that are direct in the attack to be able to convert those few chances that might come your way, because not all games will you be having, or will a team be having plenty of chances. So the few chances that come in your way, you need to convert them. So Jao Felix starts on the left side of the attack, and on the right side of the attack, we have the options of Pedro Neto, we have the option of Conceição, we have the options of Bernardo Silva as well. And Bernardo Silva can also play in the position where Bruno is playing, but I think currently Bruno is unplayable, and then Bernardo cannot displace either of Vitinha or Jao Gomez. And I don't want Martinez to make the mistake of playing Jao Gomez as a right back when you have Matheus Nunes, you have Joao Cancelo, and even a Dalot or a Nelson Semedo. So I think on the left side of the attack, probably for the midfield to be compact, Martinez can go with the option of Bernardo Silva as the right wing, at the right wing side of the attack, or go with a Pedro Neto who can, though the end product might not be there, but he has some really, really good crosses that he can spam into the box for the likes of Ronaldo and Yao Felix to finish. So they already have good options going forward. And of course, the center forward, the undisputed, my GOAT, CR7 will always start ahead of any other person. And who is the name behind CR7 in the center forward position? Portugal are not known for producing world class number nines like that, because even Ronaldo has been converted into that position. So it's not like he's a natural out and out striker. So, but he starts any day in that Portuguese national team ahead of anybody on the team sheet. I think Goncalo Ramos can be there as backup, and Guedes is also there as another third option striker, and he offers a different kind of profile to the likes of Ronaldo and Goncalo Ramos. So I feel the Portuguese national team, and one important department I forgot to mention is the goalkeeping department. Of course, it's still going to be Costa. Costa will still start in goal, and then Jose Sa is still there to deputize for Costa, so it's undisputed. And they have quite a good number of young and exciting players that can come in. Trincao, not to forget, Trincao is still in the team and is very exciting. Currently plays for Sporting Lisbon, and he can also come in and make a very good change. I feel overall Portugal are currently playing now with a better understanding than in the 2022 World Cup. So I feel they are my favorites going into the tournament. But on paper, Brazil, the Samba Boys, and then France are also a good shout, and then Argentina. I think by tomorrow I'll make another video where I will speak about another team from my four favorites. So here are my four favorites, or here are the four teams I am predicting for the semi-finals. The four teams for the semi-finals. Number one is Portugal. Mind you, this is just based on paper, team players, and names on the team sheet and all of that. I might be wrong, but then this is my prediction for the semi-finals, which is Portugal, number one, France, Brazil, and then Argentina. I feel Argentina will still get to the semi-final. Yeah, I don't know about the final, but I feel they have that urge, or they have uh, that target to retain the World Cup at least in a long while. No team has been able to defend the World Cup title. I think it's been long, so they might want to give it a shot, and they have what it takes with Lionel Messi in that team, one of the greatest players of all time. So they might want to retain their title, and I feel they have a very good squad to do that. Not forgetting teams like Netherlands, they might be the shocker of the tournament. They have young and exciting players in that team, and I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. And then there are teams that we might not be looking at, but currently I think Spain might sneak their way into the final of the World Cup, because they have really, really young talents, and considering that 6 or 7 of their starters are going to be from Barcelona, and considering how compact Barcelona are in the midfield and in the attack, I feel they are also going to make it far, and they might even win the World Cup, because Spain has a really, really good team, and others will argue with me that Spain deserve a shot in this team. And yeah, just drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.